Hello, once again, this is Kev. This is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. And if you haven't, please like this video, dislike it if you want, share the video, and the two best things you can do for me is go below the screen and hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you can get nice, sweet little videos like this. I am Black Men Being Brutally Honest. I am one of the habitual line steppers. There's 3 of us, so that means there are 2 more. Roger and Donnie. Check their channels out, as I will put their links in the description below. And also, check out our entertainment channel, The Black Dimension. Black spelled B-L-A-K-K. Now, let's get on with it. Okay, all right, Bill Cosby gave his first interview since being found guilty of aggravated indecent assault and sentenced 3 to 10 years in prison to Black Press USA, where he states, "I have 8 years and 9 months left. When I come up for parole, they're not going to hear me say I have no remorse. I was there. I don't care about what comes along. I don't care about..." Okay, man. Okay, let me try to do this in a Bill Cosby voice. It's probably going to suck, but hey, you know what? Bill Cosby gives 0 fucks. Kevs gives 0 fucks too. I mean, he'll probably appreciate it most of all. All right, let me put this in the Bill Cosby voice, and I quote, "I have 8 years and 9 months left. When I come up for parole, they're not going to hear me say that I have remorse. I was there. I don't care what a group of people come along and talk about this when they weren't there." In other words, Bill Cosby, just like Mike Tyson, says that I'm innocent, I didn't do shit, all of that stuff was consensual. And I'm one of the ones that understand that, hey, you know what? This man was convicted without evidence. He was convicted without evidence. The reason why he had such weak support in the black community, and he even admitted this. He said, hey, you know what? It might have been ill-advised that I did the pound cake speech. But where was the lie, though? Where was the lie? I take that position on that. It is too many of us acting up out here for somebody not to say anything. And then I know y'all hate the whole grumpy old people type deal, especially when it comes to older black men, because y'all love to write older black men off, because older black men are unfiltered. They grew up in unfiltered circumstances, so they're unfiltered with you, so y'all have just no respect for it. Which is something that I understand what is going on, but it puzzles me as to why it's going on. You guys, the modern day young millennial, Generation Y, whatever, the tail end of the boomer generation, you guys complain basically about the same shit that, you know, people when Bill Cosby when they were young, and when my father was young, and, you know, the times where we had the great civil rights leaders like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. You know, they actually fought in the stuff that you sit up here online and complain about. When this, the white man that, pro-black this, when, with no goddamn action, no boots to the ground. So you get mad at Bill Cosby for making a few speeches. He did it for white people. Okay, if you're that pro-black, then you have accepted that you get self-conscious around white people. So, hey, you know what? Maybe Bill is kind of right in what he says when it comes to that. And there were very messed up behaviors in the streets that a lot of these black male YouTubers talk about, that a lot of black male YouTubers and a lot of black female YouTubers want to ignore and cover up and call you a coon if you talk about it. And the only reason why they call you a coon is because, he's saying it in front of white people. Well, you're acting the way you act in front of white people. So, hey, you know what? What's worse for the black community? See, the only reason why he would have said that the pound cake statement was ill-advised was because of the fact that so many black people cried about it. So many. Instead of doing what we can as a community to correct the behavior that he's talking about. The pound cake thing was a joke. But there was a lot of things that was going on equivalent to that. And we can't deny that as a people. We just got to fix it. The reason why y'all have lack of support, because, the reason why Bill Cosby had lack of support, was like a lot of it had to do with the fake outrage Me Too movement. Sorry, guys. It's fake outrage. I mean, after the fact, I'm going to teach my little girl, hey, you know what? Don't be embarrassed. And a lot of men say this. If something happens to you, please, 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 please tell someone and be honest about everything. How is that too much to ask a person? You know why? Because I'm afraid of this. I'm afraid of the deviancy of women. A lot of those women were trying to get ahead on the back of a rich man. Cosby would go on in the interview to say, hey, his trial was a sham. One of the jurors were actually caught saying that he thought Bill Cosby was guilty, or she, I don't know. But it wasn't admissible into the court. What I'm thinking is offhand, and I should research, before throwing something out there, but I think that's like that you could declare a mistrial. But Bill Cosby was like this. When I walk into my parole hearing, I am not going to show remorse. I am sorry. I am innocent. Which is what a lot of black men say. A lot of black women too. A lot of those women wanted Bill Cosby. A lot of those women were being groupies. The exchange of drugs was consensual. It was a different culture. I mean, it doesn't make it right if he took advantage of any of those women. He's wrong. But in a way, you kind of do, like, if you're a rich guy, you do take advantage of those women because they're so enamored by the money, they're willing to do anything. They'll hit their knees in a second and open their mouths if they think they're going to get a shopping spree. Hey, it is what it is. Now, I'm not encouraging sexual deviancy among rich men, but people know what I'm talking about. A lot of these women out here are willing. It's like you can't. It's like you can't just make men just the onus of the responsibility and the accountability of sex falls all on the men because the women could not control their impulses. That's a bullshit notion. It really is. I mean, these women were arguing against T.I. about his daughter, saying that women have enough education and awareness and knowledge at their fingertips not for T.I. to not be correcting his kid like that. But y'all want to fake outrage about men like Bill Cosby, who you say took advantage of young women everywhere, including Andrea Constant, the wicked witch of wherever. Like, seriously, guy, y'all talk about these Beckys and all this stuff, but you sit up there and you champion Andrea Constant, who was proven that she was a willing participant. How in the hell you go back to your supposed rapist and introduce your parents, accept gifts? Like, what are you doing? Get away from the man. Let somebody know something immediately. You were trying, like this is like, we know it's bullshit. We know it is. But it's like Eddie Griffin, the comedian, said, no black man in Hollywood is going to leave Hollywood clean. They're just not. Hell, they trying to get Paul Mooney right now. Yeah, they tried to get Paul Mooney on some slick stuff a while ago. Shoot, I'm looking right at Will Smith. You got Eddie Murphy being kind of apologetic again for all those quote unquote offensive jokes back in the 80s. But like on a positive note, Bill Cosby is living a privileged life in prison. Like, it's almost like he's being treated like a sage, a wise man, because there's a lot of mistake brothers in prison, and they know they make mistakes. And I guess a lot of them do feel like if I had just listened to what Bill Cosby had been saying, it's the fucking truth, maybe I would have done better with myself. Why y'all so conscious when a black man has something to say? It's about the message. What was he saying that was wrong? Black people did need to improve. And now y'all all over y'all YouTube channels talking about, oh, black people need to improve. Guess who all y'all sound like? Y'all sound like Bill Cosby. And y'all got the nerve and the audacity to call that man a coon for what he said. He was saying it for white people. Hell, isn't there like a white YouTuber going around these black YouTube channels? Y'all accepted that guy with open arms. That's what I can see.
God's name can that human being be from this planet? Does he have no conscience? Does he have no heart? Do you have no soul? You son of a bitch! Do you realize what you just done?
Yeah, but like I said, he has a privileged life in prison. You know, he's being treated pretty good. And, you know, a lot of the celebrities that do get incarcerated, they do get treated special. Like, if you watch any of Mike Tyson's talking engagements, he'll tell you, yeah, he got all kinds of special privilege just because of who he was. But Bill Cosby is also running a mentoring program for inmates called Man Up, which, I mean, he's basically doing some positive things for people we have thrown away for whatever reason. You know, y'all forget there are a lot of innocent black men incarcerated. I mean, we know how to tell the difference between, you know, humans and monsters. I mean, but anyway, like I said, Bill Cosby, zero fucks given. He said at his parole hearing he will show no remorse because he is innocent. Period, point blank, end of discussion. I am sorry, guys. Bill Cosby, if you felt like he's learned your version of a lesson, I suggest that you go ahead, get a pen and paper, and look for the link to his pound cake speech on YouTube. In fact, I will provide the link below so you won't have to look that far. And you can call me any name you want. Tell me where did I lie. There were so many people coming forward. Like, it's easy to get 60 or so people together to say some bullshit. I mean, especially if they felt like they were supposed to get some kind of personal gain from it. Oh, he didn't give me that money like he was supposed to. He didn't give me the bag. Now, let me leave you with this tweet right here. I want you to look at this. Is this really the mentality of y'all young women these days? If so, all of what y'all felt about Bill Cosby was fake outrage. All of it. All right, I'm going to leave you with this. In Kev we trust. Like, share, subscribe. Goodbye for now.